right, hi everybody, and welcome back. Another very, very exciting day of Nagy on Sports here in our 2021 sim. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you as always here as we start week number 4. Some exciting things. Obviously, our Browns getting to play, which makes it a super fun day. First chance to play a division opponent that we are ready to usurp their throne as perennial domination in the Pittsburgh Steelers. And also an extra exciting thing because I finally, after 8 months, have procured a PlayStation 5. So our sim today will be from the PlayStation 5. And we'll see, we've heard that it cleans up some of the goofy animation things, and we'll see if that is the case today. So lots of reasons to be excited today. Yeah, how we doing, Kit?
Oh, I'm doing great. So excited for this one. Prime time against the Steelers at home. What could be better? This is where the magic happens, if you will. And just who you want it, just the opponent you want to see in prime time. Bring out those rivals, and let's see what these new rosters can do. Really excited to see how this looks on the new PS5. Pretty stoked about that. And welcome everybody in. Welcome Earl, Zaire, George, everybody. JC on. Really looking forward to get this one popping.
We'll see. Maybe maybe it'll look so good we won't have to do coach mode anymore. It'll just be so pretty without us.
Oh my, that's a thought.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, so let's get this thing going. Not until then.
Somehow I doubt they're going to fix their clock management and situational football.
Maybe,
gaffes,
maybe
though.
we can hope. Yeah, maybe we can hope that Madden 22, designed for the PS5, will make that happen.
Right.
George, I messaged you back in the text channel, but that's fine. I did not. I got gouged a little bit. I mean, everything was like 800, 900, $1,000 kind of a thing. So this one was only 8, and he threw in 3 free games and an extra controller, so I felt like I wasn't getting super gouged in terms of the value that I got. So it was willing to take the chance. We met at the police station. It was very above board. I didn't get shanked or anything in a weird parking lot. So, but here we are. We're ready to go as Najee Harris takes the first play of the game, right side, 4 yards. Big man in the shotgun.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He's going to flip it quickly with pressure coming from Miles and Clowney. And it's going to be caught, but steps right out of bounds at the line of scrimmage, so no gain there for Jalen Samuels.
Yeah, big third down coming up here on the first drive.
Lots of time this time for Ben. He's going to rifle it with all that he has, and he's going to get it right at the sticks to Chase Claypool. First down, Steelers at the 36.
Yeah, designed route to pick up that first down right at the sticks. Nicely done.
Jalen Samuels, the ball carrier.
Samuels again, he's going to be more of that third down, run him out of the shotgun. Otherwise, you're going to see a steady diet of 22, the rookie Najee Harris. Steelers did update their lineups. Here he comes, Tack, he's got a free rush, and McKinley, ball comes out. It was going to be picked up by the Steelers. Tack McKinley gets a sack back to the 30, third down for the Steelers. And Case Keenum loves it on the side.
Nicely done by Tack McKinley, that motor constantly going, and he just kind of gets his arm in here. You're going to see him poke it out on the backside of the tackle, and then pops it loose as he's going down. And Steelers fortunate that they had a lineman there to jump on it.
This time, Ben back to pass, throws it out of the clutches of Miles, and I think it's actually going to be caught by Ebron. They're only going to pick up 7. It's going to bring up a 4th down, but how about Myles Garrett affecting another play?
Sure does, and JOK right there to make a nice stop there on the perimeter. He actually had good position, and that's what he kind of brings to this in that coverage linebacker role, hybrid safety kind of thing. He can cover Ebron and big body tight ends as well as some slot receivers. So that's what you can be excited about for him, picking that kind of a talent up at pick 52. Many folks saw that as the steal of the draft.
Absolutely. Good morning, Craig. Welcome in as well. It was good to have the Patterson Bros. So, all right, let's see what this 3-0 Browns offense can look. He's 4-1 touchdown to interception ratio. Easy for me to say.
Tell you what, right out the gate though, the graphics are certainly crisper and nicer.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean, it's certainly, obviously, as the TV I'm looking in, there's shorter lag between what I'm watching in my room and what I'm actually seeing once we get to the Discord.
Oh, very nice.
So that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it every time. Back to pass, Baker, second 11. He's got Chubb out of the backfield. He's going to get about half of it now. Sets up a 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 4 to be exact. What I was going to say, a couple pieces of injury news. Malik Jackson still out for the Browns, and Devin Bush out for a couple of weeks for the Steelers. As Baker back to pass on 30, goes left side. He's got Beckham on a nice out route up past the 40 to the 45. That was a strike. And you got Beckham one-on-one with the free safety. You take that matchup every time.
Absolutely. Nice little timing route there from Beckham as Baker hits him out of his break. And just as a side note, Beckham is on a want to perform, get me the ball type coach type game here. As Hunt takes a nice little run to the outside, gets a couple yards, to call it 4 yards out of the perimeter there.
Yes, that was going to be the next thing that I said. A couple of Beckham whining about not getting enough touches, which is not real in my opinion.
But at all, it's Madden. Oh, nice run here
side.
for
Look
Hunt.
at my there. Kareem Hunt up, little injury here. That's Hooper looking at that right leg. I'm going to let it play here and see what happens.
Yeah, he seemed to get up really quickly. He just kind of.
He's going to the locker room.
Of course.
All right, well, Njoku and Harrison Bryant going to need to step up in this one.
But I will say this roster has some significant depth really across the board. There's not a lot of places where we don't have a lot of depth. So even so, we've really got some excellent tight ends to step in between Abercrombie and Njoku. And Stiff Arm Steve, Steve Carlson now in that 3rd tight end role with Hooper out.
Here comes Chubb again. Oh, Hayward demolished his block there. Teller came around on a pull. There it is, dislocated shoulder, not coming back. Hopefully that isn't a significantly long injury.
Yeah, I hope not. Earl, I actually think that there's a good possibility we'll see him play a full season this year for OBJ, that is. A lot of injuries he was trying to come back from, and that ACL certainly didn't help things, but we can always hope. As Schwartz showing his speed nice little route to get open in that one, and nice strike from Baker. Very productive drive so far for the Browns.
Absolutely. Here's Chubb up the middle, just bowling through tackles. He's got near a 1st down up to the 17th. They're going to call it 2nd and inches. Good run there for Chubb.
Absolutely. It was a great run. It was really impressively done, just kind of running in tandem with his lineman there.
Up the middle this time. A little hesitation there in the hole, and he's going to fight forward for another 5 is Nick Chubb.
Yeah, very patient run, just kind of letting the play develop in front of him, waiting for his blockers to create a little bit of a gap, and he takes advantage of it. Nicely done from Chubb.
Play action, boot, end zone! What happened? Did it go through? It looked like he caught it, but
I thought he caught it too, but maybe they're saying his foot was out of bounds. It looked like he was in bounds to me.
I don't know.
He had it in his hands. He definitely had it in his hands.
Open, definitely wide open in the back of the end zone there.
And that would have helped the cult, give me the ball coach meter, if you will.
Right, yes. Oh, no, yes. That's what I was saying. As I was saying, he wants more contacts, and if JJ3 balls out today, he will become an X factor, so that's pretty fun.
Man, love to see that.
Right side, and Njoku drops it. So the first opportunity to miss Austin Hooper shows up there. Njoku drops a touchdown. Parkey going to come on for a field goal attempt.
The kick is good. Makes the score Browns 3.
Welcome in, Earl. Yeah, I'm not sure where this. I mean, the Browns have not been one of the teams that he has been linked to, so I'm just not sure where this created narrative is coming from. And I mean, that's a crowded room already.
Yeah, I would say the reason why there's a couple reasons why I'd say that's bad. First of all, it's just the money situation that he's going to demand. The cap space they have, yes, they do have cap space, but that's pretty much earmarked that they're looking for rollover cap to continue. These contracts are coming down the road. I mean, don't forget, you don't want to mortgage our future by picking up a guy that's going to waste some of that rollover cap that you're not going to be able to use later. As Marvin Wilson going to go down there.
That's 2 defensive tackles now. We'll keep an eye on that position group. Remember, Malik McDowell not in the game of Madden,
right?
Therefore, not on our team.
And remember too that that he's 32 years old. You know, I'm not saying he's not great, but we have great, and I don't know that we need more in that room right now, especially at that age and price point.
Well, then a lot of people talking about, well, we should trade him for Jarvis.
Absolutely
and getting into that argument and different things like that. So now I suppose maybe if he makes it past June 1st, and let's say God forbid Beckham tears an ACL in training camp or something like that, maybe at that point you look to make a move like that. But
possibly
I don't feel like that makes the team significantly better, and all you're doing is giving less touches to Higgins, DPJ, and Schwartz, in my opinion.
Right.
Left side Chubb rolling over the tackler Highsmith. He's going to get another 3 yards there.
Right, and with Hodge now signing his restricted free agent tender.
Yes, Hodge is definitely.
Yeah, so and he's going to have a hard time making this team, even as a special teams weapon. So
Here goes Chubb again. Nice run, Chubb. 8 more yards and a first down. Browns. He's churning them out now. Rookie Buddy Johnson makes the tackle.
Oh man, I don't think you could put a price on that, Earl. For one Super Bowl victory, just one. Oh man, just for the party in Cleveland after the fact would be unreal.
You thought the Cavs parade was crazy. There were a million people in the streets. Yeah. Smart play by Baker there. Just throws that thing away. Didn't find anything that he liked.
Yeah, I like that throw away for sure. Definitely a good spot for Baker to take another down, as Hunt's going to go down in the backfield there. Not an ideal rush on the outside, as they kind of let a little bit of that pressure go past them there on that left side of the line. As good as these guys are blocking, they don't always show up in Madden, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Cam Hayward blew that play up and made Hunt go back outside, and then rookie linebacker Buddy Johnson took over and took him down. Here's Baker across the middle. He's got his man just short of the line to gain. That's Landry. What the heck? 4th and 2. Let's go. Let's go quick.
Yeah, 43. Definitely going for this here.
Back to pass. Throw it. Oh, from it. It was there. It was there. It was
there.
Play. Had the screen set up perfectly to Hunt, and Baker just held on too long. Turnover on downs. Maybe I should have called a different play there. My bad, everybody. It was going to work, though, I promise. Filling the hole nicely, and Ronnie Harrison shuts it down.
Yeah, Ronnie Harrison just flowed really nicely, read that all the way, and just filled that gap like a truck. It was very nicely done from Harrison.
It's an interesting question, Earl, as Jalen Samuels goes up the middle again. I'm not sure if you could call the loss in an AFC Championship a failed season. I really don't.
You can't.
Here comes up the middle. He's setting up a screen, and Clowney's going to shove him to the ground. Hi, Ben. Meet Jadeveon.
Yeah, right.
You already met Tack once this quarter. Meet Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah, all our new guys getting involved in introducing themselves to Ben in his swan song season here. No, I don't see that as a Super Bowl or bust type. That's a disappointment. It certainly shouldn't be for Browns fans. I do think that's short of what the goal has to be. Obviously, I think that's what the Browns fully expect that they can and should be able to win a Super Bowl this season. But they're going to have to work for it, and I think they're prepared to do that, and they've got the right mentality for it. So, but no, I would not see that as a disappointment.
Absolutely. Just a little drag there to Beckham. Tries to make a man miss, and he cannot. 2nd and 7, the result. Hi, Tim. Welcome in. They're there, my friend. They are there. They're both starting in various packages. As Baker finds a wide open Landry in the middle of the field, spins away from Minka, and a first down to the 45.
Yeah, beautiful little route there, just wide open, and Baker just puts it right on him in stride, and then Landry just gets a whole bunch of extra yardage as he's so crafty with the ball in his hands after the catch.
Here comes Hunt, lowering the head, lowering the shoulder up to midfield, 5 more yards. Yeah, I would say for me, not making the playoffs would be the failure. Like, this is definitely a playoff or bust roster.
Absolutely.
Was that a fair assessment?
Yes, I would.
You
I would
could be
say
upset about getting clipped in the divisional round, but not making the playoffs would be the one that I think would really hack me off.
Yeah, because the end of the day, right? I mean, they need to do enough in the regular season to get to those playoff appearances. That's vital because you have all these opportunities to do it. But like once you get to playoff season, all the best teams are there, and it's a one and done thing. Yes, a loss would be disappointing in some respects, but it's still, any given Sunday still applies, especially in postseason, right?
For sure. As Baker's hit as he throws, ineligible man downfield. What in the world?
What's that?
On a play action boot? That was weird. Okay, 1st and 15. Okay, that was a weird play.
And yeah, Tim, to further on what Phil mentioned about JOK, we actually saw a nice play from him earlier in coverage, so he is out there.
Here comes Landry. A little burst of speed around the corner as he's going to beat the old veteran Joe Hayden around the corner. First down, Jarvis.
Yeah, that was sweet from Juice, like a nice little burst there, like you mentioned, but like trying to show the rookie Schwartz, he's got a little wheels too.
Some boot action again here for Baker. He's got Landry again, gets him right at the sideline. 7 more. First down, 2nd and 2, Browns.
Man, Jarvis is just having a day already. He's really been involved all over the place. Critical pickups and nice hands, especially a yardage after the catch.
There's Kareem Hunt burying his head again. First down, Browns.
Hey, Graham, welcome in.
Yes, hey, Graham.
Go Browns.
1st and 10, Baker. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. He's just going to throw this one away. Everybody was covered.
Yep, another smart play from Baker, just getting it out and bringing up a 2nd and 10 here.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
Baker turn around, give the one to Nick Chubb up the middle. Bouncing around, tripping around, spinning around, and getting another 5 yards to set up a 3rd and certainly more manageable.
It's kind of interesting. He actually almost ran backwards in the hole there a little bit and lost a little bit of yardage. He had about 8 yards before he kind of went sideways and a bit backwards.
3rd and 5 here. Baker is in the shotgun. He's got loads of time, and then he's going to throw this one out of the end zone. Nothing developed there. Interesting choice here. I guess we'll take the 3.
It's 4th down.
There would have been routes open. Everything went to the end zone. That wasn't necessarily what the play looked like.
Tim, I don't know that I buy that. Even if they don't make the playoffs, it may not actually be on Baker. I do expect if Baker has a good season, they're making the playoffs. That's very likely. But on the other hand, I don't necessarily see that as very likely. Either A, that he has a bad season, or B, that he's even if he does have a not as good season as he ended last season, that he's necessarily out of here.
All right, 165 to 11. Those are your total yards. That's setting up good for JJ3's X Factor, baby. Turn around, give it up the middle. Najee Harris, the rookie, pounding his way into the middle. Anthony Walker waiting for him on the other end, but a decent gain of 4 for Najee. Love you too, JC. Appreciate everybody being on. Back to pass, Ben, into some traffic, and it's going to be caught and ripped down. There's Newsome right there on the tackle, number 20. He really threaded that one into some traffic, and Juju collects it for 10. First down, Steelers.
Yeah, crafty veteran there showing a crafty throw from nice little thread the needle throw.
Here comes Miles, and he's got him. Just no chance for Okafor, the right tackle. Their O-line is not very good. And Miles makes him pay there, his first sack. So now each of your ends have a sack here. About 20 minutes into this football game.
Oh,
Ben
Miles
fires
almost
over
got
the
there
middle.
for a second one, too. That first one, he kind of planted his helmet right in his chest with that arm coming down on top of it. That hurts.
So, Tim, Kit and I made sort of an educated guess. I had prognostication. Ball comes out. It's picked up by Clowney. 10-5, touchdown Browns. Defense gets all over it. How about Porter Gustin with the sack? Clowney coming from the inside. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Browns. Let's go.
You got to love seeing the depth of this roster getting involved and just in that rotation and finding a way to come up with big plays even when they're not necessarily the starting guys. That's dedication, that's work, and honing your craft even as a bench guy. Porter Gustin coming in and making a huge play, and Clowney capitalizes, picks it up, scoop and score. Got to love it.
Absolutely. I couldn't even finish my point. But yeah, Kit and I made the educated opinion that we think Greg Newsome will win the starting job across from Denzel, and they're going to really make Greedy earn it / make sure he's really all the way healthy. So he's the third stringer, and then Troy Hill obviously starts in the slot. So technically sort of the fourth cornerback that you'll see. You'll see him out there. He's at the top of your screen right now, actually, because he actually is an X factor that he picked up in our last season sim when everybody was healthy and he got to play all year. As here comes Ben on the keeper, and Miles rips him down. They're going to give him a sack for that too, and that puts Miles in the zone. Let's go.
Yeah, I think he's actually a superstar. But yeah,
he's a superstar, not an X factor. Yeah, sorry, superstar. Yes.
But you're right. Whoever said sack attack, certainly the sack attack is on here in Cleveland as Miles is in the zone, and we're definitely cooking with gas here on this defensive line, feeding across the board and making life really difficult here on Big Ben.
3rd and 10 here. Ben back to pass with time, floats it quickly across the middle to Claypool, breaks the first tackle, breaks the second tackle, and how about that effort from Claypool? They're going to say he's down a half yard short, though. Wow.
Oh my! At the 35-2, at the 35-2, I don't think they can go for it here. That would be a terrible spot to go for it, because you turn it over. That's an easy score for these Browns. So, yeah, the nice stop from the defense, just enough to get him down. I think a bit of a generous spot from the refs, but we'll take it.
Yep. Greg Newsome gets credit for the tackle, but that was a heck of an effort from Claypool. He's a weapon for sure, just whether or not they can get it to him and sustain and not have everybody in the planet know that it's going to him.
As Clowney is in the offensive huddle.
Sure, why not? Give him some snaps, Coach. Give me some snaps.
Big man running. Let's go.
Baker, little dump to Chubb across the middle, a few yards. Soften up those linebackers, keep them off of the running game.
And I don't think we can say enough about this new look defense and what they just did in those 2 drives back to back right there. Just so impressive. Just so many explosive plays as Nick Chubb creates a little bit of a spark of his own outside on the perimeter. Nice run, nice advantage, or nice taking advantage of the hole that was blown open by that offensive line on that run.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Motion coming here from Beckham towards the formation. They're going to turn around and give it to Kareem Hunt as he goes left side, breaking off tacklers, breaking more tacklers, and fighting his way for another 8 to the 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. A 7-yard pickup.
I picked the wrong play. I'm audibling back to the run that I tried to call the first time. 2nd and 3. Kareem running away from Hayward, I mean. And Craig Hayward, Cameron Hayward, gosh, son of Craig Hayward, just such a dynamic run stopper, still an X factor here for these Steelers on defense.
Yeah, he's a real monster in the center of that line, and he can do it all. He really is a run stuffer for sure.
Powering his way forward, give him the spot, and they do. First down, Browns. Robert Spillane is the starting middle linebacker right now. Again, we talked about an injury just for a couple more weeks for Devin Bush there in the middle of that defense. Just a little check down for Baker to the left side, and it's going to be Njoku, and actually I think they're going to lose. They'll give him 2.
Yeah, Earl, I don't think you have to worry about JOK's size. I think he's absolutely going to play well above his size. I saw that on tape, and I think that's what the Browns are expecting him to do, and he's going to be just a missile out of that defensive, and such a weapon, dynamic tool that they can use in their second level of their defense all across the board, and I think he's going to be playing well above his weight class. And don't remember, don't forget, he'll put on, he's got frame to put on some more weight in that NFL weight program. So he'll be good for us. I'm quite confident of that.
Absolutely. Baker on 3rd and 9. He throws it away. He's thrown it away a lot. That's maybe the first thing that I notice about some of the mechanics is the willingness to throw it away.
Absolutely, I've been liking that. Tim, to answer your question, I don't know. I don't know that they will be keeping both Landry and OBJ next season. Although beautiful punt there, nicely done, very nicely done from the Scottish Hammer. Just drops it right in there. A little bit of a golf shot with that backspin to get it to stop. Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kit and I have both been pretty open about the fact that at least 1/3, if not 2/3,
What a shot from JJ3. Just takes advantage of the gap that opened up. A nice TFL. That's well on his way to his X factor. Hopefully, as he gets at least one stat line play there.
Up the middle again, and this time it is Greedy Williams and Clowney combining 3rd and 11. No, but I think Kit and I have been pretty open. I don't think, at least, I won't speak for him, that Landry and Beckham and Higgins, I don't think that all 3 of them are on the roster after next season. Somebody's gone. Somebody's gone, if not 2/3 of them gone. So that's why Schwartz and DPJ need those contacts, because those are going to be, and fully expect them to take, maybe a Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson or somebody like that in the first round next year. And you could pretty quickly reload that room without having one of those superstars.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
And their giant cap numbers.
And I think, it'll be interesting to see how they proceed. That'll tell us a dynamic of this front office we haven't seen yet, which is how do they treat some of those veteran players that are such big names and with big contracts. I mean, do they look to restructure a contract and make it more team friendly? Is that something they look to do to keep the talent? It'll be interesting to see how they address all of it. But it's very possible that one or both of those names might not be on this roster next year. But certainly of the 3, you can expect of the 3, certainly one probably no longer with us next year.
At the 47-yard line.
2nd and 10 here for Baker. He sees the screen, and man, look at all the blockers. It was wide open, just inaccurate. When did he become crappy at throwing screen passes?
I don't know. This has been odd on the screen passes.
All right, 3rd.
Don't know that it's OBJ, and certainly not this season. We'll see him out there for sure in 2021. But
yes, for sure we will. Baker back to pass, 3rd and 10 across the middle. He's got Beckham, and he's got a first down to the 42. Knifed it right in there nicely, and Beckham makes a great catch here. Clock running down to about 2.5.
That's his 3rd reception for 34 yards. He probably wants a little more action, like a touchdown eventually. I was kind of hoping he was going to catch that one in the back of the end. I don't know what happened on it, but I certainly thought he had it.
That one would have been nice for sure. We've reached the 2-minute warning here in Cleveland. Beautiful night. This is a Sunday night game in week 4 of this season. Baker again, pressure coming, and he's going to throw it again away. Man, what is that, 4 throwaways now?
Yeah, it's 4 less sacks than he was taking.
Yeah,
feels like most of those would have been sacks previously, so I'm
happy
for
sure.
to see
We'll take it. We'll take it right side. There he is, open, Landry, and he drops it? What?
That's not. Wow, he had great position, great route. Landry does not make those. Landry simply does not make those concentration drops like that. That's all that was. Just didn't look the ball in, and that's not at all weird. Like Landry.
Why won't it let me kick a field goal here? We're only on the 38. Well, whatever. I'm going to go for it then.
Yeah, all right.
Forget you. I'm good. I'm going to go for it then. If you can let me kick a field goal.
Yeah, absolutely. That's odd that it won't give you the option to kick one.
For sure. All right, here we go.
Maybe it doesn't think Parkey has the range.
I don't know. Left side, he's got Kareem Hunt, who lined up deep to the lever, out to the left side, and first down for the Browns.
Yeah, beautiful little hitch drop there. As he just finds a way to get himself open right at the sticks. Good field awareness there from Hunt, and Baker knowing where he needed to get it to. Nicely done from these Browns picking up that 4th down.
Little stick there goes to Njoku. Still plenty of time now.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Baker right side. This is DPJ, little out route, and he steps out of bounds at the 10. Nice job to get out of bounds there.
Yeah, it was very nice. Earl, no, I actually do think there's a very high chance that this team will do everything they can to keep Nick Chubb around, especially because of what he brings, not from the performance. There's OBJ with the touchdown.
Touchdown, Beckham. Let's go.
That's what we need to see right there. Love it. But no, I think Nick Chubb is exactly what this front office and coaching staff wants in terms of that smart, tough, accountable. I mean, that you could not embody a person who is more what they are looking for in players. The head down and hard work first mentality. There's nobody that embodies that more than Nick Chubb. He's precisely what they want, and I just don't see them letting him, go anywhere. I see them locking him up long term because I think that's what they want. And I don't think I think we talk a lot about this analytics, and you don't value running backs, you don't give them contracts, yada yada, all that stuff. Yes, they're an analytic front office, but there are things that will trump the analytics discussion of, you don't pay a running back, and that's some of the intangible things that you just cannot find in just any running back, and Nick Chubb is absolutely all of that and more, and I think that's why they're going to lock him up.
All right, 1 minute, 2 seconds. Ben does have 3 timeouts. He is going to send Najee Harris out of the backfield to the left side, gives him an empty set / no extra protection. He's got a little bit of time. Now he's just going to throw it quickly to the left side. Check down to Eric Ebron, who steps out of bounds after 3. Stefanski roaming the sidelines. Can we please pray for a Stefanski upgrade?
I'm certain they're going to, as soon as the new game in August, I'm sure they will in August. Now that the COVID restrictions in particular are relaxing, I think that was the biggest limitation to it. As the ball is out!
Well, ball's out. It's picked up. It's Greedy Williams. 25, 10, 15, then the 10. He's down at the 4 with 46 seconds.
Well, let's see if they review this. It looked like it was really late, so I'm wondering if it was really out. But he's way down.
He's mega on the ground there.
It would have been awesome, though. I would have loved seeing it.
It would have been.
Unfortunately. What? Oh no, they give it to us.
I guess
it was coming out late, or coming out the whole time, just very slow development. That was interesting.
Baker just all kinds of trouble and throws it again out of the clutches. Oh my, again, that was TJ Watt who was just right on him, and he threw that thing out of the back of the end zone.
It's interesting that booth review flag is stuck there.
Yeah.
They're still reviewing it, but we're in the plays, so it's too late.
Here comes Hayward, and Baker throws it again out of there.
I'm liking that. I'm liking this not take sack mentality. This is great. I'd much rather him throw it away.
For sure. 3rd and goal here from the 36. Baker again back to pass over the middle. He's got it. Nice play. Just like we saw last time. Recognized man coverage with Justin Fields. Spillane at his back to the play. And this ball goes right behind him and hits Mr. Landry in the hands. Touchdown Browns here. How about that? Extending this lead with a great play from your defense. Maybe a bad call. I didn't make the call.
We'll
take it.
That was savvy from Baker, though. Just really nicely read. He saw the defense the way it was going to be played on that down, and took advantage of what he had open or what he had available to him in that coverage, and was able to slice and dice it right behind Spillane, like you mentioned. It's very, very savvy move there from your start turning into a veteran quarterback here.
That's right. Good point, Lincoln. Good point. Not quite as quickly to 28-0, but 27-0 here. Browns dominating to start this Week 4 matchup here in our 2021 sim. Also, make sure you use the Discord link. If you haven't joined us on Discord, we keep the Browns banter going between sims, but also a chance to vote on the other games that you'd like to see. You can vote on all of those Week 4 games. As Ben checks it down for about 12 yards, and they call a quick timeout. That's Ebron's 5th catch, quietly with 5 catches. Right side, he fires it towards Deontay Johnson, and it's knocked away. Denzel Ward right on the hip pocket of Deontay.
So, Luke, I don't know. This very well could and did happen in real life. That 28-0 playoff appearance game that the Browns put on the Steelers, where the game was almost decided in the first quarter. That being said, these Steelers have kind of really gone backwards in a lot of respects, especially in this offseason, and haven't made a lot of progress. And the Browns, on the other hand, have made huge strides, especially on defense, and have had arguably one of the best off seasons. So no, I think this is not at all outside of the realm of possible. And then to Earl's point about running backs, yes, it's true. Running backs don't tend to age very well, but you got to remember too, with the way this has been set up for Nick Chubb, he's really in a tandem where he's only getting about 50% of a normal workload for a running back. Like compare him to Derrick Henry and the number of carries he has in a game. So that bodes well for long-term survivability of a running back like Nick Chubb. He's not getting the workload of some of the other backs in the NFL, so that can extend lifespan of a running back. So, and I think they're going to look to do that. And they may not have Hunt for long-term, but I do think they're going to look to bring in somebody to be a very dynamic running mate to go with him. Not necessarily an heir apparent so much as somebody that can be explosive and take some of that workload off of him, so they have that nice 1-2 punch going forward as long as they can sustain it.
Absolutely. Yeah, sorry, Keith, I was I jumped the gun. We'll do our next sim tomorrow, but that will not be the Week 5 Browns-Ravens game. We'll have to get our other games of the week in first. We just have to be patient. Yeah, I'm with you, Earl. I mean, I don't know how much life he has left in that arm. I'm so worried about that offensive line. I mean, it got a lot worse. It's David DeCastro and a bunch of dudes who probably shouldn't be starting in the NFL.
Absolutely, and I think in particular in this game, you're going to see this defensive line really feed against that O-line because they're built to do it. And man, it's going to be a feeding frenzy, I think.
Chubb goes up the middle for the first down.
And I think what adds to that, although he gets the ball out of his hands quickly, but he's not. Big Ben is not very mobile, and he's not going to be able to evade a lot of that pressure.
Sure. There's a little drag route from Higgins, his first catch of the afternoon. He's going to get just 2 yards on it. That's all right. Keeping him honest. I mean, Kit and I haven't talked about it, Wendell, but I would say there's probably a good chance we'll do a Memorial Day sim for you.
Yeah, I'm free all day. I got nothing else going on.
Oh, and now another tight end is a little injured. This is getting a little concerning here now.
Yikes. Call up Stiff Arm Steve. Let's go. We're going to need him.
And he's going to the locker room
too.
Again. Gosh.
That is troubling.
It is 3rd and 5 upcoming here for the Browns. Baker in a little bit of trouble, throws it away. No, he's actually going to be caught by Chubb for the first down at the 49-yard line. What a play.
Catch from Nick Chubb, going to the ground and just finding a way to come up with that ball. Very, very athletic from him, and he's not necessarily known for his receiver role skills, but he can absolutely do it as Case Keenum comes in and takes
the snap. I don't know what that is. There's some weird glitch in my game where it brings Case Keenum in as the single back occasionally, and I do not understand it. But he had 2 yards on the carry, so keep the chains moving.
What is happening? I think that's the appropriate
I don't know.
time.
All of our tight ends are hurt, and Case Keenum's in the backfield.
3rd and 4.
3rd and 4, Baker. Nice time, nice pocket, nice throw, nice catch, and a great run for Beckham up to the 22. 11 yards after that one.
Absolutely.
Got a first down up to the 22.
Well, that throw in particular highlights what the power of putting the ball on a guy in stride. I mean, because putting it on OBJ in stride right there, that little bit of a timing route while he's full stride, full blast, going full speed downfield. If you put it right on him in that stride and not off even a little bit, it really makes for tons of yards after catch, which was beautiful right there. Doesn't have to slow down at all.
Here comes Chubb left side, just running through the tackle of the rookie, Buddy Johnson. Robert Spillane comes over to make that tackle.
Now, Earl, I have to fully agree with you. I don't think you can be not totally thrilled about this and excited about this roster. I think the potential is massive, and I don't think it's just going to be on paper. I think very realistically, we're going to see a very, very good Browns team this season, extremely well coached, and they're going to bring that talent together. It may take a little while for the defense to fully gel, but late in the season, I think you're going to see a dynamic as Chubb just walks into the end zone. Such a that was like parting of the Red Sea there. There was nobody there to make that stop, but Chubb could have strolled as he could have half jogged his way in. But no, I think that is very much something to be very excited about, and I think that has staying power and is very sustainable. It's very sustainable the way the roster is built.
Absolutely. Now 34-0. Just the first drive of the second half, so plenty of time to go.
The Steelers take over.
And the route is on. The 30 burger's already been dropped.
We do control the offense. I suppose at some point we could sub Baker out if we're worried about it. I know that doesn't happen a super ton in the real NFL.
No,
Here
it sure
comes
doesn't.
Freiermuth over the middle. His first catch of the day for the rookie Pat Freiermuth, a.k.a. Baby Gronk. I didn't give him that name.
I
don't think he will be. I would say I don't think he will be Gronk, but Penn State they called him Baby Gronk apparently, according to George. To go across the middle again, another dump off to a tight end. Now Ben 11 for 16 for 79 yards here in his check down extravaganza.
Well, I think it really highlights just how upgraded this pass defense really is going to be for these Browns.
Watch out, pressure coming, Miles! That's 4 sacks today for your leader, 7 for the defensive line.
Right back in the zone.
Browns are just feasting.
Yes, they are, and that that's really where that that upgrade on the defense starts, is on that D line, because that opens everything else on the pass coverage. Coming again!
Miles Garrett, now he's got 5. Let's go.
That's right. Tangbangers are out in force. Watch out, demolition dogs are feeding, and it's on here. It's on here in First Energy, man. Look out.
Yeah, and again, this is the defense. You upgrade your pass rush and you upgrade your coverage. Both things help the other be better. Nice throw to Claypool, but it's still going to be 4th and 9, and they're going to punt the football away.
Welcome in, Tilt. Yeah, this has been a really fun one. Go back and watch it. It's been exciting. It's a great watch so far.
Absolutely. All that we need now is some sort of special, like a punt return or a kick return, as Felton gets tackled immediately. That's all right.
At their own 19-yard line.
I will go ahead and throw it in chew clock mode. Start burning some of that at this juncture. Chubb accelerating through the hole left side. Just another 5 yards for Sir Nicholas.
So far, George, I'm liking the throwaways. Baker's not been taking sacks in this one. He's been throwing the ball away instead when the pressure's been in his face, and that alone has been a huge upgrade over the PS4.
Oh, watch out, Spillane! Blitzing up the middle, and Baker rolls right into it. We've seen that. Unfortunately, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Yeah, Luke, if you weren't on at the beginning, this is the first one with the PlayStation 5. Oh, I see you're answering George's question. Yes, this is the first one where I'm using a PlayStation 5 as Baker has pressure up his face, and he throws it away again. He's been really good at the throwaways. I wonder if that has anything.
I suspect it does.
That has anything to do with the new game mechanics or whatever.
I suspect it does. I don't think, has he even taken a sack? I don't think he has.
Well, he just took that one where he booted into it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what set up 3rd and 14. Unfortunately, Gillen's going to punt this one away. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks fine on my end. Looks really nice on my HD TV.
Yeah, no, it looks actually nice through the stream from everything I can tell too. I mean, obviously we're going to have some degradation just for pushing it out over the internet the way that we are, but still the quality when it's in full resolution, the quality is looks really nice.
Up the middle again, and J.O.K. shutting down Samuels, who now has 4 carries for 2 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
It was interesting. I was watching the Building the Browns with the minicamp, and they were calling him Jock. JOK. They were calling him Jock on the field.
Right. I don't know that I like that, personally.
Incomplete.
Yeah.
I also don't like the, let's call him Woo. Like, I like JOK.
Yeah,
I'm good with that, too.
No, I'm fine with JOK as well. Right side deep, and it's going to be picked off. It's the rookie, Greg Newsome. Steps out of bounds at the 33. He goes up high, and he picks off the pass. What a play there.
Troy Hill right there, too. Ironically, Troy Hill kind of pushes him out of bounds.
He does. Bro, what are you pushing me out of bounds for?
Just go out, rookie. Jeez, save yourself.
In our sim, Earl, Delpit's been, I don't know, he's the starting free safety. He's been fine. We haven't noticed him getting burnt. You know what I mean? He's played his position well and allowed the rest of the defense to be fast. And
last I saw for in real life updates on Delpit was an interview he did just the last couple days where he's talking about he's out there running, cutting, full speed sprinting and everything. So he still says there's some soreness. He's still on the tail end of his, full rehab, but he's getting there, and everybody seems to say he's ahead of schedule. So there's some real optimism he'll be out there early rather than later into the season. Now, obviously, you gotta, just like they did with Harrison, I think they're going to not baby him into the lineup, but progress him in it, where they'll give him some snaps, but it's going to be more of a warm-up kind of situation as the Browns not able to pick up the first down.
Thought we could catch him off guard. They blitzed everybody.
Sure did.
Yeah, I think I saw that he said he was running on the treadmill at 18 miles an hour, and that I think expected to be full go by training camp has been uttered. So, which is good because that injury isn't like an ACL where you're just up 6 months and you're fine now.
Right.
The fact that Joe Burrow and Dak Prescott and those guys with their brutal injuries, but they were still easier healing and fixing than an Achilles. So.
Yep.
Earl, I don't think anybody knows. I don't think anybody's really going to know until we see him out there. I think he says that he's healthy, but we'll find out as Deontay Johnson with kind of a little out and up. He's got a first down inside the 25. First time that the Steelers have been in a scoring position here. Come on, defense. Let's pitch the shutout. Outside right tackle again. Miles! Is it 6? It is! Miles Garrett. 6 sacks as he is just embarrassing the right tackle Okafor right now. Oh my, oh my.
You ask and Miles delivers. He's like, yeah, let's keep this shutout alive. We'll bring out a little sack magic here.
Yeah, that was wild. Little sluggo over the middle, almost picked off. JOK read it so nicely, just couldn't quite bring it in.
Yeah, I think he probably in real life catches that. He's got great hands, everything. All the reports in training camp have been he's been awesome.
Miles forces another incompletion and then just gets up and screams at Ben. Yeah, poor Chukwuma Okafor is the fourth-year right tackle out of Western Michigan, and he is just getting absolutely abused by Myles Garrett here today. But they do, unfortunately, get 3 on the board here. Boswell, reliable veteran kicker, knocks this one through 34-3 here.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
I think we've talked about this before because Myles has had this happen a couple of times. I think 7 is the recorded limit, although they didn't, what did we say, it was like 81 or something like that, where they started actually recording a sack as a statistic.
Right.
And that there are rumors that there was a dude like in the 70s that had like 17 or something ridiculous like that. So. Yeah. Little boot action right side. Baker wide open right side, coming back to the football nicely, and now another injury. Wyatt Teller, what is happening?
Yikes. That's not a good one. Please don't
go to the locker room. Please don't go to the locker room. And, the sideline. Good. They show him on the sideline, so that's better than the alternative. Drew Forbes, your backup right guard. First time we're seeing him. Remember, he opted out last season, number 79, playing right guard right now. Give it to Chubb up the middle. Just Steelers just kind of selling out for the run right now, which I guess. Elbow sprain for Teller. We'll go ahead and keep him on the bench for a minute, but he should be back soon. That's a pretty good question, Earl. I think the Stefanski and this leadership group have the guys in a good spot, and I wouldn't assume that they're going to, that they wouldn't get too high after beating the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think that starts absolutely with Kevin Stefanski. He's so even keel. He knows how to get this team to reset every week and work, as if nothing had happened. Go 1-0 on the week. That's the whole mentality, and he's great at getting these guys to buy into that. We saw that all season as Odell Beckham in the middle again, nicely open, and just Baker puts it right on him. OBJ over 100 yards here. I think he'll be happy with this performance.
Yes, he will.
But no, I think the answer there is really comes down to Kevin Stefanski and his approach, and that he's got his team bought into that. And really how we saw that is these Browns, even after some really embarrassing losses to the Steelers and Ravens last year, where we kind of got blown out and ugly, was over by half. We're one of 2 or 3 teams in the NFL that did not lose back-to-back, as Chubb goes nice run outs to the outside, nice little bang cut, beautifully done. No back-to-back losses from these Browns last year, and that alone is indicative of the preparation week to week and the shrugging it off. So no, I don't think he'll let a team get too high off a big win either.
Oh, little move again for Kareem Hunt now, down inside the 5 to the 3. And Smash and Dash are just going after them now.
Andrew, Wyatt Teller is the right guard. Kind of came out of nowhere last year and was all-pro level guard for these Browns. PFF best-rated lineman in the NFL, not guard, lineman
not even guard,
in the NFL.
Yes. He was an absolute monster. As Chubb goes in for another touchdown, as the Browns just pouring it on.
Yes, they are.
And yes, somebody had asked. Yes, we are in a franchise mode. We ran the 2020 season, and then used its used where everybody's progression was and different things like that, and then created all of the rookies, got all the rookies on the right teams, got all the free agents on the right teams, went through training camp, did all the cuts and everything. So all the teams should be pretty darn close. Again, I had to make a couple of educated guesses about which third string running back makes the roster and things like that. So and again, based on the Madden ratings. So in general, it was a pretty strong rookie class. A lot of rookies made rosters because the PFF ratings had them pretty high, or whichever one I used. Here it comes again, Okafor. No, there's the tie. No, Ben stays up, and then goes back down. They're only going to give him half. 10 sacks now in the game for the Browns. Who got the other half? I couldn't tell.
That was McKinley. Tack McKinley not giving up on the play. His motor shines there as he's coming back there to finish this up. It looked, or at least I'm pretty sure that's
McKinley,
who it was.
Yep.
But
good job.
But yeah, what a play from Miles. Just so dominant on this D-line.
Absolutely. Andrew, you might think it's boring because you're not a Browns fan, but we are loving it.
Yes, we are.
If your Giants were up 41 to 3, you wouldn't be bored, I don't think. Left side dump off. Chase Claypool on a 3rd and 27. He had a lot of space, and Newsome comes over to lay the wood on him. 4th and 4. Here's the result. Good tackle in space for the rookie Greg Newsome, and they're going to go for it here on 4th and 4. Shifting a bunch of guys towards the line of scrimmage.
I'd say they have to, but this game's well out of reach, so they don't really have to here.
Across the middle and knocked away. Swatted down. That was Ronnie Harrison's big right hand. 1st down, Browns.
And realistically, in this game, First Energy Stadium, primetime division rival, really a hated division rival. As ancient as rivalries go in the NFL, and this one would be something Browns fans would absolutely revel in. Especially at a game like this would be pure magic.
Freaking Case Keenum again.
Oh, no. He's got 2 rushes for 2 yards.
I'm so sorry. I need to figure out what that formation is. I mean, I've tried to fix it. It can't be fixed. He's not actually in there. It's just some weird glitch, but I need to try to avoid calling that play, or at least audible out of a run if I see it called. As Baker checks it down to Chubb on the left side. No gain on the play. 4th and 9 from the 26. Off of the missed 4th down attempt, so Parkey comes in. Drills this one down the center of the uprights now. 44-3 is your lead. All right, 8:59 to play in this game.
Although, Andrew, I do understand the appreciation for seeing competitive, close games that are fun to watch. I mean,
Sure.
I understand that, certainly. And it is more fun when the games are competitive and not like, the second half is not that it doesn't need to be played, but we know the Browns are going to win. There's really no question in this one that the Browns have sealed this victory and long since. But yeah, no, I think there's also the component of just what it means for this Browns team, especially after so long of being so bad. And these Browns, I mean, Roethlisberger, until last season, had a better record in this stadium than any Browns quarterback until Baker Mayfield finally broke that horrible streak last season. But that was really a thing, and that's just downright embarrassing. So that's something that Browns fans would love seeing a game like this.
Here he goes again. Okafor whips, and Miles has got it. The new NFL sack leader, 7.5 in this game, beating Derek Thomas's 7. And Miles is living rent-free in that Pittsburgh backfield. And poor Okafor. Why don't they give him help? I don't understand. They can't, I guess.
Well, yeah, you got to remember, because McKinley, Clowney. I mean, what are they going to do? Here comes
McKinley
McKinley on 2.
Again.
And that's why. That's why they can't do it. I mean,
gosh.
You got to remember, when this defensive line is healthy, they've got players across the board that can get to the quarterback, and with consistency, where do you put your double team? It's a pick your poison. That's why you bring in a Clowney. That's why you bring in Attack McKinley. I mean, look at these guys getting it done, and I think this is true to form of what, maybe not to these numbers, because this has been insane, but still, I mean, this is the kind of pressure you can expect from this Browns defense, and it's going to be awesome because, again, these things work in jointly. When your defense is solid in the back end, and that coverage holds up even for a second, half second longer, it helps the rush get there. When the rush gets there faster, it helps the defenders. I mean, it's all, or the secondary. It all works together in conjunction. Yep. The faster speed across the board. I mean, there's so many, and the versatility across the board. There's so many pieces and parts that have been upgraded in the right way to make this defense really potentially a highlight of this team. As good as the offense is, the defense could even be better.
Yeah, and they're all fast. Everybody is faster. I mean, except for Miles and Denzel, who were already 2 of the fastest, if not the fastest, at their positions to begin with. So everybody's faster. You're going to fly to that ball. It's going to be really fun to watch. I mean, again, I don't even think we can put it into words. What was it, Kit? They ran 17 plays in dime last year?
Yes, 17 plays. Yes, 17 plays.
They ran 17 total plays. About what? How many plays are there on a defense? Out of how many? Just roughly.
Oh, out of in a season, there's about 1,000 snaps roughly in a season. So
they ran 17 out of 1,000 snaps, and he said
less than
wants to run
like a
1%. 400.
Yeah, and he wants north of 400. 400 is like the base of what he wants to run. So he wants to be roughly 40% or more in dime, and he was able to run dime exactly 17 times out of 1,000 roughly snaps on the defense, which is just, I mean, you're talking.
It's going to look completely different.
Yeah, it's insanity. I mean, and that's what, that versatility, that speed, and those safeties, and all these guys that they're bringing in. JJ3, getting Delpit back, just all that versatility, and it's gonna be wild to see the difference of this defense.
Little pass over the middle to Juju, and he's got the first down. As we're under 4 minutes to play here.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Steelers.
Right side, Eric Ebron, little angle route for the tight end, and he's got the first down into Browns territory again as Mike Tomlin stares down his defense. Would not want to be on the other end of one of Mike Tomlin's stare downs.
I'd love to see a pick from JJ3 out here. Let's get him an X factor.
Let's do it. Miles coming in again. Ben does just get it off over the middle. Connects with Claypool. 2nd and 3 as we tick down towards the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Somebody moved. I think that's your center. Although they're showing Eric Ebron. Back to pass, Ben. Lots of time. This time his offensive line holds up, fires it right side, and it's picked! It's picked off, it's Denzel! He's at the 50, the 40, 35, 20, nobody's gonna catch him, 10-5! Touchdown, Denzel Ward! Let's go!
Let's go indeed. Not the defender I was looking for to come away with that pick. I was hoping it was going to be JJ3, and for a moment I thought it was, but still, absolutely take that. Beautiful pick six. Denzel Ward, just such a weapon out there. I think he's going to have a banner season this year with the upgrades around him. I think he could be really, truly special, and now that the pressure and the surrounding cast is going to be kind of off of him to be the highlight of the defense outside of Miles. Look out, Ward could be really special this year.
Yeah, wild indeed. 51-3 as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2 defensive turnovers leading to touchdowns here. Again, Clowney had that scoop and score, and now Denzel with a pick six as Ebron just drops it. There he is, Ebron. He giveth and he taketh away. Luke Taki doesn't see a lot of the field, to be honest. He only would be here in a base 4-3, which we don't run a lot. So I can't tell you how he looks. You're going to see a lot more of Anthony Walker and JOK here.
I'm not sure you can call this a burger anymore. Past 40 and 63!
There it is, let's go! He goes high and picks it off. Let's go.
Wow. What a play from JJ3.
And he got it. Come on, be enough for the X Factor.
I hope so. He's got a TFL and an interception now. That's at least 2 impact plays.
Well, and part of it was how many yards the other team has, and the Steelers do not have a lot.
No, they do not. This defense has been so dynamic, especially with all that sack yardage. Think about all the sack yardage. It's a massive amount of sack yardage.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Chubb bouncing off tacklers, going further back, and then making his way up to the 34. Brings up a 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here goes Chubb left side, gets to the hole, 25, down to the 20. Nice way to cap off his day. No need to embarrass them further. 200 yards on the ground for the Browns.
What Brown here?
This one ticks down.
Tell me this. What Brown here is not having a career day out here against these Steelers? They're all out there to prove themselves. I mean, we've seen everybody. It's been, I think Hollywood Higgins might be the only guy I can think of that hasn't had like major appearance. Yeah, it's been, I mean, we've even seen a little bit of, Schwartz, a little bit of DPJ, but huge from Landry, huge from OBJ. I mean, Chubb, massive game. Hunt, massive game. Of course, Baker was on fire. We had defensive performances across the board. So many sacks, so many defenders getting involved, so many picks. I mean, all working together. Talk about ultimate 3-phase complementary football. Couldn't write it up any better than that. I mean, you couldn't have scripted a game better than this, and I don't even think you can call this a burger anymore. I mean, what is that, a 50-pound cake? What is that?
I like the 50 bomb. I think George put 50 bomb
The 50
in
bomb?
there.
Yeah, that works. It's like, you go past 40, it's not a burger anymore. I don't know what you call it.
Right. Or it's like, it's the double. The double burger. Anyway, what a game. Browns just from the jump. I mean, remember we were like settling for field goals in the first couple drives.
That's right.
Then, holy moly, did it explode. And it started with that freaking defense, man.
Oh, yeah, the defense lighting it up across the field, showing out in our sim. And, man, if they can be even a glimmer of this good in the real season, look out. Look out.
Look out indeed. All right, let's take a quick look. Baker 24, for 37, just 250 today. Didn't really need to throw it or all over the yard. 2 touchdowns for him. That's 102.3 for a passer rating.
Still north of 100. I absolutely love it.
Big Ben, 21-35, 209, 3 interceptions, a 41.3 QB rating. They were down most of the game, couldn't really get much going. There's your rookie, 6 carries for 10 yards.
Yikes.
Good thing you spent a first-round pick on him. Probably could have used a lineman.
No, the lineman is the problem. I don't think he's going to be that
lie.
great for the Steelers because you can't run behind a line that can't block.
No, you can't. Chubb, 30 for 128. Hunt, 15 for 71. Both of them north of 4 a pop. 2 touchdowns today, both for Nicholas Chubb, and a 5 broken tackles. There's Case Keenum with his 2 carries. Why not? Get him involved. Get him some touches.
Well, those 48 rushes on the day. That's a beautiful stat line. That means the Browns are winning and winning big.
Yep, absolutely. 7 catches for Jarvis. He was great in a touchdown. 7 catches for Beckham. He was great in a touchdown. Both of them north of 10 per pop. 4 for Chubb, 2 for Njoku, and then after the top 2, it got slim pickings. 1 for Schwartz, 1 for Peoples-Jones, 1 for Higgy. Just a couple of drops. Njoku and Landry had that one really odd drop, actually, that was very un-Landry-like. Ebron, however, 7 catches and 2 drops. That's on brand for him. A lot of checkdowns today. Claypool, 5 for 70 as well. A lot of other drops happening. For the Steelers on defense, again, talked about Robert Spillane filling in for Devin Bush in the middle. He's going to lead them with 15 tackles, 11 for Highsmith and Buddy Johnson. Just 1 sack today. Again, it was for Robert Spillane as we cataloged on that boot. How about your leading tackler being Myles Garrett with 10 tackles because 7.5 of them were sacks? Ronnie Harrison and Takk McKinley also up there, Hill and Walker as well. How about the sack party today? 7.5 for Myles, 2.5 for Takk, Porter with 1, Clowney with 1, and Marvin Wilson picked up Tack's other half sack, apparently, at some point along the way. Picks today, we saw 3. The Wardens went for 6. He had 67 yards on that return. JJ 3 and the rookie Greg Newsome. So how about that? Obviously Denzel returning, but then 2 of your new pieces right there in Ward and Newsome coming to play as well.
JJ3 with 3 tackles, 1 TFL, 1 interception. Hopefully that'll get it done. If he's an X factor to add to our already established X factors on this defense, look out.
Here's your 3 forced fumbles. Denzel's the one they're going to give credit for on that one where we thought he was down, but Denzel gets credit for that forced fumble. Gustin and Takk McKinley as well. And then the 2 fumble recoveries. So what a heck of a game here. 51-3. Kid, anything else to wrap this one up?
I mean, what can I say that hasn't already been said? My goodness, just an absolute blowout, and it all started with that defense. You're absolutely right. The new look defense showing out, and everybody are running around with their helmets on fire, looking like just one of the best in the business. And I think they very well could be that top 5 defense, top 5 offense. I think both very much in play here this season for the 2021 Browns, if our sim is any indication. And I think that has some real real chance to be reality here.
Absolutely. Really appreciate everybody being on. I think we're up over 30 today on the sim, which was fun. Appreciate y'all. Summer is coming. I got 1 more day of school tomorrow, and then we'll get back into a potentially simming every day at a more reasonable time. Depending on Kit and I's schedule. So excited about that here. We've got some real good momentum coming with this Browns as they are just boat racing people here. Excited about it. So thank you again for being on. Thank you so much to our subscribers. This one was a really fun one. If you want to be able to vote on the other games we do, again, make sure you just check out the Discord channel and go to Game of the Week, and you can vote right there. So super fun one. Thanks for bringing it to us. Hope everybody has a great rest of your Thursday. We will bring you whatever AFC or NFC game has the most votes tomorrow for our sim schedules pending. Again, take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of the day. We'll get out of here the way we always do by saying, Go